Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Eric and welcome back to some 2 Point Museum. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. Also, don't forget to leave comments down below. Now we are going back to Memento Mile here and working on our objectives to try to get to 2 stars. And then after that, we'll either go back and do our aquarium up to 2 stars, and then we'll start on the supernatural and get it up to 2 stars, or we may go do the supernatural first. We'll just see how it goes. Alright. So, alright, where are we at? We need to display 150 buzz. Let's turn that audio down just a hair.
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio. Harrison Wolf broadcasting from between the cracks of the couch of society, only on 2 Point Radio. Today I got some tips for lying low and blending in. Why don't you make yourself scarce during this next song?
Alright, so
Botany exhibits are maintained by our experts. Do not feel free to get involved. Announcement. Analysis complete. Learn anything good? Attention. Botany exhibits need water to maintain their ongoing existence. Thank you. Prehistoric items have been here for thousands of years. I know the feeling.
alright, let's see here. Let's set up another tour stand over here. And let's design the route to this, this, and this, and that'll be fine. Confirm that. And let's get us another let's go ahead and unlock that. Alright, let's go ahead and get us another expert in. So we want a botany person. This one looks good, and they have the tour guide, so let's go ahead and hire. And we'll put her right there. Let's
This
go
is a
ahead and set her
pre-recorded
to where that's all
announcement.
she does.
We did it earlier.
Alright. Let's see. Let's hire us one more security guard. And we need to build a restroom over here
Your
also.
shop requires an assistant. You work in retail now.
Now for some of those survival tips I promised. If you're ever in a sticky situation, this move is sure to shake just about anybody. What you want to do is point to the middle distance in a direction of your choosing and shout, "Look, a bear."
Right, let's see what
You
we
see,
got
they're
here.
gonna start turning.
You're an ancient fabricator, okay. Alright, let's place that.
Around saying, "Hey, where's this bear?" Meanwhile, you fled the scene. Works every time.
Tickets can be exchanged for another identical ticket, but why would you do that?
Alright, let's go ahead and not what I meant to do. Put that back out. Alright, click on that. Let's go back to decorate. Let's get another snowy pillar on this side. And let's do
Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
alright. Alright, let's see here. get here? Dinosaur bones, tropical plants. We've got both things from there. We're gonna have to wait on that, but we can get more. Some extraction. Okay, we haven't been here yet. It's gonna cost, so we're just gonna have to make some money. That's fine.
Your experience is important to us, but not to me.
Alright, let's go ahead.
Announcement. Our collection of botany exhibits is being inspected.
Let's go ahead and set up to here. Set up expedition. And it's going to cost what? 21,000? Okay, so we just got to wait till we have the money. That's fine. All of them are kind of expensive right now. Alright, well, we have enough to do the expedition now, so let's do that.
Apologize for the insufficient number of information stands. I'll update when we have more information. Frequently asked questions. Yes, the dinosaurs are real, but they're not anymore. Attention, guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
This season, the second Sunday after St. Barbara's Day, in most cooperating cinemas, Roderick Cushion is Lieutenant Nicholas.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Hey, another plant.
Relics.
Hello? Anybody?
Expedition complete. Fetch the crowbar.
Alright, let's go ahead and decorate.
Botany exhibits are living things, but some of ours are right on the edge.
We need so we need this. Let's get out of that. We'll do that later. Do that later. Alright. I need Mr.
The museum has a tour stand.
I need
but
a
no
heater.
tours. Why is that?
Buzz bonus. We just need some more decorations. So let's go with one of these. Alright, so it's wanting us to build
Disinterested.
a camera room.
Not everything has to be a party, okay?
So let's go to rooms, camera room, and we're going to put that right. It's going to be what, 3 by 2? Alright, we need to put a desk in there. Okay. Now we need cameras. Oh, we need an alarm. Put that
Attention,
in.
there may not be enough information stands. Guests are feeling bemused.
Now we need cameras. Let's put one right here and right here and right here and right there, right there. staff person.
We ask that you remain crime-free while security takes a break.
Alright, let's go to train. And we want security. And camera room, start training. And let's set him to security room when he gets done.
Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
We don't want him doing that, or that, or that.
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio. Welcome back. That first trick, the old crying bear routine, is for when it's already too late. But what about avoiding trouble? Well, how about using the shadows? A cloak of darkness has shielded many from harm and sun irritation. So stick to the shadows, move at night, and if necessary, take an umbrella or sun hat.
School trip approaching. Guests are reminded that they move in hordes.
And we want him in the camera room. Criminal pursuit. Alright, so we have to turn a profit of over 3,000.
Announcement. Information stands are there to explain exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't.
We are making money. We're just not going to spend anything for now.
It should go without
Go ahead
saying,
and take
but
out a
here
line.
goes. No climbing on bones, fossils, or other prehistoric memorabilia.
Alright. Let's just work on that for a little bit. Let's check our finances here. Alright. Fair, and fair. Alright.
Announcement. We're currently not taking donations. Not as many as we could. Donation stands are full. Announcement. Our health and safety standards are being inspected.
Alright, we got a few too many security guards, so let's fire him. And this one right here. That should help us out. Security guards were good. Assistants.
Guests are reminded that I work here because it was supposed to be easy.
Alright, that should help us out on our finances. There we go. We'll go ahead and do one more expedition.
That leaves. Tip for laying low. Stay moving, like the wind or time. Be the loose orange on the deck of the ship of life. Keep it rolling. Above all else, you've got to trust that you know when it's time to go. See ya.
Vandals. Caught vandalizing. We stopped them. Obviously.
Alright, we got our 2-star done. We got a cafeteria unlocked. A plant bench. Bandage box 2. Toy stand. Got another poster stand. Morseman machine. Alright, so upgrade an item. Let's go ahead and upgrade.
Museum security are watching for your safety. Do you feel safe?
Go ahead and do that. Alright, now let's go into our map mode. Alright, we have 2-star here. So we could go here, which is the county archives, but I think we're gonna go, we're gonna start on this one.
Today, we've got some intrigue that's close to home, and that home may be haunted. Yes, that's the story that listeners reported hearing an advert for an old hotel yesterday on 2 Point Radio. This out-of-circulation commercial piqued the interest of many supernatural enthusiasts, believing we'd had a shared encounter with the other side. And I admit, I would have my suspicions too, if the hilarious people in charge of our adverts hadn't done this several times before.
Alright, so we're getting started on the supernatural. Alright, let's go ahead and pause this. Alright, we're gonna sell these things. Alright, so we need to hire a supernatural expert. But first, we're going to go ahead and build a couple of rooms here. So we're going to need a staff room. We're going to put that right here. Put a couch in there. Put a bandage machine in there. And then we need a little food cart. And a water cooler. And then we need, what we got? We'll put a game machine in there. Alright, and then we'll put TV in there and a chair. Alright. And a garbage can. Alright, and then we need, alright, that's done. Got a staff room. Alright, we need a training room, which has to be 3 by 2. We'll do that. Let's put the door right there. Put that there. That there. Book there. Put a trash can in there. Alright. And then we're going to need ticket booths. So let's grab a ticket booth. Put it right there. Alright. And then we're going to put this right there. Alright, and we do have a bathroom. What else? Alright. So we need to hire a person. Let's go ahead and hire them. Let's go ahead and get them set up for survival. And then we need to hire a ticket booth person. Let's go ahead and hire and get her doing ticket booth only. And let's get her trained for that. Alright, and let's hire a janitor. That's a pretty good guy there. He's got fire twice. We're going to go ahead and hire him. Alright. And then let's unpause. Alright,
Children
so
should be clean
complete an
and not
expedition.
form herds.
So let's start an expedition on the Netherworld. We gotta wait for him to train. We'll need to get a security guard, but we'll wait.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Ahoy there, and welcome aboard the good ship Bickleworth, swashbuckling over the airwaves
can
with
do an
minimal
expedition.
lurching and maximum panache.
Alright, let's go ahead and set up expedition. Grab him. And we will give him, let's go XP. Detail.
I will endeavor to steward 2 Point Radio towards waters new and good sounding. Why don't you do something useful and listen to this next delightful tune?
We're going to get rid of all this junk.
Guests should see a few exhibits before buying a snack. You know who you are. Announcement. The museum has a new exhibit, but we don't know.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, we have a cursed object here, so let's place
What it
that.
is yet.
Let's just go ahead and put it right here in the corner. Alright, let's go ahead and decorate that. Let's see what it needs. It wants near any cursed object exhibit. Okay. Can't really do that, but we can do some decorations. So let's do a book pile. Let's do a candle. Let's do a supernatural banner. Alright, and where are we at? 3. Let's go to what is this? Catacomb
Attention.
Mall.
Cheese ball is not permitted inside the museum.
Alright, good
What's
deal.
wrong
Let's
with
go
you?
ahead and get us a info stand here. Put that there. Let's get a dono bin. Alright. Alright, sell tickets. We're gonna do that. Collect 25 from donations. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and set up a gift shop. So let's set that up over here. Go to gift shop. Put the door right there. Alright, we need a cash cash register. Put that there. We need that. Alright, let's see what else. We got a toy stand. Put that there. We need
Announcement.
poster stand.
Donations are voluntary. You wouldn't
We
know it,
want
but they are.
Supernatural. Put that there. Let's get a onesie stand. And we want Supernatural. And then we want a bookcase. Supernatural. And then we want a plushie stand. Supernatural. Let's move this to there. There we go.
Assistant
That's cool.
gift shop.
Hire us an assistant for that. Let's go ahead and hire. And we will put her on gift shop only. So off of that, off of that, and off of that. Alright. Okay. Let's go ahead and get another exhibition going here. Alright, let's see what else we can get here. Okay, we got several things, so set up. Let's go with him. And we will just go to XP.
Expedition is leaving now. Final call for wherever it is you're going.
Let's go ahead and edit room. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and fill that in. And we can move this now. That right there. We'll move the trinket stand over to here. And let's see. Add item. What do we not have? Well, we can put a garbage can outside. And then we can... What is this? We got a bookcase. We got everything in here.
And now for Agony Answers, where I help you, the listener, for my own personal amusement. This one is from Mindy in Noblestead. Dear Nigel, I've planted 2 blooming buffoons in my garden, and both have gone all slimy. What could I do to stop them
Alright,
from
we need
dying?
to get a security guard
In a
in.
word, Mindy, move. That
So let's
particular
get
flower
that.
is known to thrive in jungles, rainforests, and other such tropical places. The crisp mornings and cardigan
gonna put
afternoons of
him
Noblestead may be a treat for you, Mindy, but they're killing your poor plants.
Just gonna
Good, that
collect
helps.
in criminal pursuit. Okay. Display an exhibit with a level
Guests
3
should be amazed for the right
decoration
reasons.
buzz.
Thank you.
We need one more decoration, so let's decorate. Just put this right there. Alright.
crates are bad luck. Did you know that?
Let's see what we got here. Got another cursed object. So we'll go ahead and put that right here. Alright, decoration buzz is full. So let's see what her buzz bonus, it's all good. Alright, so new room unlocked. Alright, we need to build a poltergeist room. So we're going to build that right here. It's going to be 3x2, so that, put the vault door. Okay.
It's important that spirits are immersed in their poltergeist rooms, but that doesn't mean they are.
Alright, so we got a poltergeist. Let's click over inventory. We have alright, let's see what he needs. He needs a seat, so let's
Guests feeling underwhelmed by the museum's decor are reminded to be less superficial.
he wants a seat, so let's give him a seat. Alright, let's move this to here. Alright, and then we need let's see what else they might want. We got any kudosh ones? No, but we do have a haunted portrait that we can put out. Let's set it over here.
Spirits are dissatisfied with their poltergeist rooms. I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
Set that right there. Alright. Alright, let's see here. What else do we need here? Industrial age decor. So, edit room. No. Industrial age.
Assistant needed in the gift shop. The tat won't sell itself.
How do we do this decoration thing? Alright, we need to figure out how.
For an unlimited time, Roachburger meals now include a free Roachburger character. For free! Collect them all by eating here constantly. There's the Roachburglar, Sally Salt, Admiral Ketchup, Gurney, and the rest. Remember? They're back, and this time, it's for good.
What else can we give it?
Staff are reminded to explain things slowly and loudly.
We'll just have to go with that.
It's important that spirits are immersed in their poltergeist rooms, but that doesn't mean they are.
Alright, we see. Decorate poltergeist until spirit immersion reaches 100. Alright, so let's go ahead and decorate again. Back to industrial age. Don't know what else we can do. Let's get rid of that. Let's put another.
This is a pre-recorded announcement. What's it like in the future?
What else can we put in there?
Guests should wander around until they've had enough museum.
Let's go ahead and get us an information board. There's a donation stand here. Alright, let's go ahead and let's just add another chair in there.
Guests left speechless by an exhibit are reminded to snap out of it.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Many of our most interesting and certainly
Okay.
artifacts have existed for some time. As many of you know, I have a penchant for antiques, and so here are a few free and timeless tips. Always ensure authentication. A dear friend of mine
we need to
believed they
build a
had purchased
workshop, so
Margaret
let's do that
Fitzpocket's
over here.
original easel. When I spotted it was made of plywood, I let them down gently, soft like the wood on that knockoff easel.
Alright, so we need to hire a janitor with workshop. So we'll just hire this guy here and we'll train him in workshop. Alright, let's go ahead and get another expedition going here. Alright, let's go. We still have one more thing here we can get. So let's set up expedition. And then let's go to XP again.
Did, but I will not match your enthusiasm. I see this stuff all the time.
Let's go ahead and put this right here. And let's throw a few decorations around. It's supernatural. Let's do a book pile right about here. Let's do a candle right about there. Chandelier. There. Let's do a supernatural banner right there. And let's do a snake there. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and hire one more assistant.
Announcement. Guests should walk at a natural pace without thinking about it too hard.
We'll let her fill in. Alright, we need to unlock the endless dump, so let's go ahead and do that after we get what's in here. Alright. Let's place this down. Buzz bonus near Catacomb Wall, so let's decorate. Let's put Catacomb Wall here. Alright. Good deal. Alright, let's double check. Make sure we got everything from here. We did. Alright, so let's unlock this. Alright, and let's set up expedition. We need a supernatural expert. And then we need a janitor. You know, let's back out.
Be a
Let's
quiz
go to
after your visit,
staff.
but we can't account for your family
Let's get
and
our
friends.
janitor.
Focus.
Let's go ahead and hire a janitor then. We need one with happy thoughts, so let's go hire. Let's train him for happy thoughts. ahead and sell this. And let's go ahead and put in a gramophone, just so it's something different there.
Guests for the screening of Perilous Spandex in Theatre 4 are reminded that this is still not a cinema.
Let's let the janitor get done there. Let's go ahead and hire one more expert too. We got, yeah, spirit whispering. What have you got? Bookworm? Yep. Good deal. Alright, he is through, so we can set up our expedition now. So let's go here. Set up expedition. And him. And let's go to XP, detailed, and there we go. And that's where we're going to leave it today. Thank y'all for being here with me today. This is Chiraq, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. Also, don't forget to leave comments down below. All that stuff for you is free, and it helps me and the channel grow, and I do appreciate everybody supporting me so far. You guys rock. I hope that y'all have a blessed day. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.